marriage even worth it? It's not. It's not. At some point, you're going to realize that it's always best to just be alone. Because I've been married for about 7 years, and I don't even know if this is worth it.
After speaking to thousands of people at the end of their marriage and I asked them why their divorce ended, I get a lot of things. Vices, not being seen, not being heard, money, debt, all these things. So you kind of get an idea of what people are going to say. I'm watching this video and I'm thinking I know what she's going to say, but I hear the opposite. And I'm very confused on why she's not happy with her marriage. Check this out.
And I have a good man. I do. And that's not the point. You really do lose yourself. You lose your sense of individuality, your sense of peace. And this could be even to a good man. Like, you're gonna lose something, and I don't think it's worth it.
And then she says that, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe she's being smothered, maybe there's kids, maybe she's got a special needs kid where she has no time to herself, she doesn't have time to express herself, do her own thing. But her profile is titled, Diary of a Happy Black Woman, Young, Child-Free, and Selfish.
Just don't think.
So, she is going out, she's doing things.
Meant to live in a...
They travel. They go to expensive restaurants. They're experiencing new things.
Day in my life as a child-free, selfish, beautiful young woman.
So I'm confused. I'm very confused.
Always had a dream of, like, getting out of my hometown, like, city and moving on, like, moving forward. Like life is supposed to be an experience. Like, we're supposed to be doing new things and traveling and...
But you are.
And all that, and I do. I do at some point. Like, I don't know if I want to continue doing this every single day of my life. Like, always checking in with someone, always having to consider their feelings, always...
That's marriage.
It's always somebody else. You're never alone.
That's always having to check in on somebody and always having to consider other people's feelings. I mean, that is a marriage, in my opinion. That's a general relationship. I'm starting to get an idea on where this is all stemming from and why she's unhappy. I'm going to save that to the end of the video, but it's becoming clear.
I really want girls to know, like, even if it's absolutely worth it, I don't think it is. Even if you found the most perfect man, it's not. I'm sad with a great man. Maybe it's just, like, not my personality. And, like, I know girls are out there that, like, dying for, like, a relationship like mine. Like, it takes care of me, but, like, it's like imagine living a fairy tale, and it's nothing like...
Baby, listen up. It's real simple. If he already knows how to cook, he knows how to clean, he makes his own money, he has his own crib, he has his own car, you need to be thinking, well, what can you add to his life? What value are you going to add? Because, baby, he already knows how to do the life skill things. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. What is he going to gain adding you to his life? What are you going to bring to the table? So that's what a lot of people mean when they speak about women bringing things to the table. You see, I just named some things, baby, that he already got covered. You see what I'm saying? So instead of thinking that he just needs you in his life for your looks or for some sex, think again. You heard it here first. Yeah.
Okay, so since this is happening, what are we going to tell the kids?
What do you mean, what are we going to tell the kids? We're going to tell the kids the truth.
We can't tell them the truth.
I'm not lying to our children about what you did. I mean, I'm not lying to them, period, but I'm definitely not lying to them about what you did. They need to know the truth.
Okay, well, you're gonna, like, ruin their innocence if you tell them.
I'm not going to ruin their innocence. I mean, that's something that you should have considered and thought about. One of the million things you should have considered when you cheated on me.
Can we please just, like, tell them something different until they're a little bit older, and then we can kind of reassess and revisit the topic?
No, you're just trying to save yourself. They need to know the truth. I'm not lying to our children. It's only going to make matters worse when they find out later the real reason, and they're going to resent both of us.
Well, I just don't want them to see me negatively. I don't want them to, like, look at me different.
That's up for them to decide, whether it be now or later. that's the least of my concern. I don't care what they or anybody else think of you.
Well, you should. Like,
Well, I
I'm still
don't.
the mother of your children.
Yeah, and I respect that, but I don't respect what you did to me and what you're asking of me right now. It's ridiculous.
So you're currently married.
Yes.
Question: You're involved in traditional adult content. You
Yes.
do and you do boy-girl content.
Yes.
So he was fine though with you doing porn, OnlyFans,
Yeah, he did it with
whatever?
me.
Oh, he was part of your content. That's when you started OF then. Okay. So were you splitting revenue with him or?
Don't even start me on this. So when we got divorced, I have to pay him alimony, and I'm still paying alimony to this day
How long do you have to pay him alimony for?
until November.
So you were the breadwinner in your marriage.
Yes.
How much did you pay him total?
I believe $300,000.
Okay, so that was your first marriage.
Yes.
You're paying your ex-husband how much per month?
$3,321 a month.
And in total, you said it's going to be $300,000.
I believe so.
How much was the lump sum that you paid him?
$75,000.
Paid him $75K. No kids though, right? You don't have any kids. Okay. And then you're married again.
Yes.
You didn't learn your lesson the first time.
Well, I did a prenup this time.
You got a prenup. So what's the prenup?
That I keep my money.
If you're talking to a guy and you say something along the lines of, oh, I'm so hungry, oh, I didn't eat today, and he doesn't offer to get you food or offer to order you food or bring you food, or you don't get a Cash App Zelle notification in 5 minutes, he doesn't like you.
I'll get up here on the internet and just be begging for food, begging for money. And then when somebody don't want to give you their money, it's always money with you people. Y'all get on the internet and call them men broke or something like that. And it's tantamount to a homeless person panhandling on the side of the road and like, you have $1. And you say, nah, I ain't got $1 for you. They say, broke ass nigga. Bro, get your money up. Poor. Like, wait, hold on now. You're on the street. You're begging for $1. But I'm poor? Do y'all feel no shame getting on the internet openly talking about how y'all be dry begging men for money? For meals? Grown adult talking about, I'm so hungry. I wish I had a free bag of chips. Grown adult, you got money. Go get some food. Like, it's different if we hanging out, right? Let's say we together. You like, man, I'm hungry. And I'm like, you know, I'm hungry too. Let's go get something to eat. But if I'm just chilling, I get a text, I'm so hungry. The loser, go get some food. You're like, I only understand it if we're together and you say, I'm hungry, and I'm saying, let's go eat. Okay, makes sense. But you just gonna randomly hit me up. I'm so hungry. Can I have a bowl of soup, please, sir? Can I have some more? Please. Spare me. I'm begging poor peasants, I'm telling you.
And is, what are your goals? What are we building together? Because if we're not building together, then what are we doing?
I understand. Listen,
Right?
and I'm with you on that. But what I'm saying is, if I have a consistent paying job, let's build. Maybe I don't want to build a business. I want to build a life. I want to build a family. I want to build a home. And maybe you are the entrepreneurial spirit. Maybe when your play don't go good, I still got this consistent paying job that I can we can fall back on. So I may not have that entrepreneurial spirit. Doesn't mean that I'm just a lackluster of a man, but I'm consistent. I show up for you every day. I get up every morning to go provide for you. And you saying that that's not good enough is, whoo, boy, that's tough right now. That ugly money.
Not that it's not good enough.
Okay.
And if a man chooses to not be an entrepreneur, it is okay. Then as the woman, I will invest his money.
Fellas, go
So
sell
it could
dope.
grow.
Drop a bomb, I'm triggered. You ain't gonna invest my goddamn money because I don't want to own a business. I said I want to work and make my little 50, 60,000. That don't mean you get to take my paycheck and invest it in what the you want to invest in. That means I don't have an entrepreneurial spirit. I just want to take care of the bills, have a happy household, take care of my responsibilities. I don't want to do all that extra shit. Fellas, love yourself. Respectfully. Thank you, Ms. There's Gordon. nothing wrong with that. Some men, they might don't have that entrepreneur. They might just want to work and pay the bills.
But as the woman, let me invest the money so the money grows sitting in the bank. You do not earn any interest on your money. And if you're talking about being my husband, having a family and kids, the kids got a guy eat,
Right.
and the kids need shelter, and
All
the
right,
kids
fellas.
need tuition. So therefore,
Fellas, sell dope.
Drop another bomb.
I'm looking for an accountant. I'm looking for a girlfriend. I'm looking for a wife. I'm looking for a life partner. I'm looking for someone to build with. I don't need you all in my financials. I got a steady job, a 401k. I'll be just fine. I need you to be my girl and relax. Respect. Respect.
And there was there was a woman talking about essentially, because I think Rudy he was confused. He was like, I'm confused. This woman pretty much has everything that she wants. She's saying she lives a life. Her profile is titled Diary of a Happy Black Woman. What gives? And you can, even before she says it, you can already hear what gives. She wants the money for herself. When she has to check in, she don't want to go through that step. She wants to cut out the middleman. Just give me the car. And even that is, if there's a way that I can cut you out and I don't have to talk to you at all, you just keep on making the money, then just send it to me. Just give me a card and a credit card. So if you run out of money before the next paycheck, then I can just start swiping the card and live my life. But I don't want you to accompany me. I want to live alone. I want to do things on my own. And that's what most modern women want to do. Essentially what she's saying is what a lot of modern women say. I want to add a man as a piece of my life. I want to be able to take them out, kind of like their toys that they have by their bed. I want to take you out, pleasure myself when I want to, and then put you back in my drawer when I'm done. Or put you back on the couch when I'm done. Or send you back to your cage when I'm done. Put you back on the shelf when I'm done. I don't want to have to consider your feelings because you're not a real person to me. You're an object.
I'm here with
Taylor.
We're gonna find out if your ideal man exists.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, for sure. What's the minimum income this person has to make?
Oh my gosh, that's terrible. Maybe like 90K.
90K?
Yeah.
Might as well. You want to round up to 100? You want to do 100?
Okay, we'll do 100.
We'll do 100.
100K is fair.
What is the minimum and maximum age for you?
34.
34 is the youngest?
The oldest.
The oldest. What's the youngest?
Youngest, 23.
You care if they're married or single?
I absolutely care if they're married. I would prefer single.
And what's the minimum height for you?
Like 5'11".
5'11"?
East, yeah.
I got you. What race do you prefer?
I don't have a preference.
No preference? All right, that's cool.
Black or Hispanic, I guess.
All right, so the probability of you finding your ideal man is 0.65. So that's,
okay.
That's
out of 100?
Out of the whole world, like, yeah, 0.65. They said on the losing score, you're 4 out of 5. That's less than 1% though. So it's not really that good, honestly.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was thinking about 65%.
No, 0.65.
That's okay. I'll find them.
You still find them?
He'll find me. He'll find me.
Okay, for sure.
Listen, a woman that really likes you don't give a what y'all do. You ain't got to spend a lot of money. Y'all ain't got to go nowhere fancy. She just want to be up in your skin. So as long as y'all are spending quality time together, she is happy. Okay, those females that talk about how bored they are because y'all don't ever go here or there, run for your life, my boy.
Hey, this is crazy because it's several things to this. First of all, as men, we all know this, and we have to have some accountability because we didn't pick those women. Maybe because they weren't as attractive as we wanted them to our girlfriends to be, right? We've all had one girl like that, right? And so you have to say to yourself, you were a bit vain that you didn't choose the woman that treated you right. We all have standards, but you got to think about that too. It could start out like that, and then she'll grow tired of doing all that, and then she'll want to do some stuff later on. The more commitment you give, the more levels you unlock. And sometimes you got your girl you really like, and y'all hanging out, and she being in your skin, but she get tired of being in your skin. Now she want to go to Tulum. Now she want to go to Jamaica. Now she want to go to fuck with a child. You know, like she getting tired of raising canes. And did.
If a girl asks me how many sets I have left, not a problem. If you're a man and you ask me how many sets I have left, it's just different. Like, I automatically think you're my op. Get away from me. Why are you speaking to me? Goodbye, sir.
If a woman asks me how many sets I have left, not a problem. But if a man asks me, get away from me. Why are you talking to me? Imagine posting this nonsense to social media thinking it's a good idea, that you're going to get all this support and love, especially from women, because bashing men on social media for absolutely no reason is trendy and cool and a good way to get likes and attention. But of course, that doesn't happen. Why? Because that's not what the gym community is all about. The gym is a shared space, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with politely asking someone between sets how many sets they have left, whether they're a man or a woman. So keep your gender-based rage bait out of the gym. And if you can't, then stay home or join an all-women's gym. Train there. But until then, you need to do better. Mind your own business.
If you hit a man, like you full on as hard as you can, do you think that he should be allowed to hit you back?
I think that men should not hit women. Yeah, even if a girl hits you as hard as they can.
What about, is it wrong for the girl?
No, I don't think so.
He's expected to control his rage and his emotions and his but the woman, she just got mad and hit him.
Okay, if you think about it, right? Like, I think that's one of the questions on the questionnaire. Like, are men physically stronger than women?
Wait, have you ever hit somebody?
I have.
Like a guy?
Yeah.
And did he hit you first?
No.
That's a position of privilege, right? I don't really understand why they have it, because if you want equality and egalitarianism, the idea here is going to be based around the fact that chivalry is gone. We are now equals. If a man hits you in the face and you can punch them back, why is it if a woman punches you in the face, you can't punch her back? That actually doesn't make any sense.
I'm saying is that men are physically stronger than women. Like, for example,
but men
like
are physically stronger than other men. So if a man who is less strong than me punches me in the face and I punch him back in the face as hard as I can, I'm still punching somebody weaker than me in the face. Why is that socially acceptable, but not socially acceptable to punch a woman who's weaker? That makes no sense.
And it's not that I hate everything about feminism. I mean, obviously I'm here for equality, duh. However, I think that there are man-hating feminists and then there are feminists. I just think that those are two separate things, and I think the man-hating ones are corny. I think it's mad corny. I think it's mad weird. I think it's mad misandrist. And I make fun of that because that's something to be made fun of. Just like a man being a misogynist. Other men should be like, that guy's a freaking weirdo. He hates women. There's something wrong with him. That's exactly what I'm doing in reverse. I'm calling out misogynists. Hey, there's something weird about this girl. She hates men. That's crazy. That should be called out, not applauded. I know that some of y'all are really, really hurt by some of the men in your life, but that does not mean that we applaud misandrists. That does not mean that we applaud misogynists. Nobody should be so hurt by the other gender that they are just rooting for their downfall and oppression. That's insane. That's insane. Neither gender is superior. We are two halves of the same coin, and we should work together in order for us to succeed or even continue on this planet. Why do I have to preach that to people? This is crazy.
I'm not gonna downgrade my lifestyle because me and you are no longer together. And I just feel like if you put me in this space and that was under your budget then, what's the difference now?
But see, what he did was this, though. He gave you the upgrade, but part of that upgrade is because you're with me.
Yes.
You understand? So let me just go, though. So we didn't work out, me and you dating. You feel me? So I'm supposed to keep paying your loft and keep paying your bins. Now, I get it. You're a true boss if you do that, and that's the vibe we're getting. But
my current new lifestyle that you upgraded me to is now contingent on me being in a relationship with you, and that's the only way I can have it in this moment. Then what stops me from just staying with you for that?
Then Jazz, you want him to keep your lifestyle up, keep paying your bills, keep you on that same upgraded level. No, you were dating a man that had money, so dating him came with a lifestyle. But if we're not working and our love is, I don't owe you to keep paying your car note and your mortgage. I'm not entitled to. Now, if I'm that rich, then okay. But realistically, that isn't really my job. You should find you a man like me and upgrade to him and keep your lifestyle.
But that takes time. So I just feel like if someone had me on a certain pedestal, you're not just because we no longer working, you're not just gonna rip the pedestal from me.
All right, I'm here with
Aline Ballard.
All right, so we are gonna find out if your ideal man exists. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. All right, for sure. What's the minimum income this person has to make for the year?
To be honest, I don't know. I'm not a money person. But you have to at least make money because I do.
Yeah.
But as long as we're doing this together, I don't really.
You got a number though?
220.
220. All right, say that. What is the minimum and maximum age for you?
I'm gonna say 19, and the maximum. You could be 25, 26.
Do you care if they're married or single?
You gotta be single. I don't play that married bitch.
I got you.
Mm-hmm.
What's the minimum height for you?
Since I'm 6'1", you gotta be 6'3" and above.
6'3" and above?
Mm-hmm.
What race do you prefer?
Black.
Black?
You could be light skin, brown skin, dark skin, it don't matter.
The probability for you is 0.0015. Yo, they said on the losing score, you 5 out of 5.
Yes, it is true. If a man dates a white woman, he will date a man.
Yeah, you heard correctly. If a man dates a white woman, that means he would date a man. Would you believe me if I told you that post went viral on TikTok? Hundreds of thousands of likes, hundreds of thousands of comments of women agreeing with the take. So much so a woman said that it's scientifically proven for that take to be true. Sweetheart, what institute would ever fund an experiment so moronic? Help us understand. Not only have some of these women lost touch with reality, they have lost touch with common sense. And as sad as it is, we can't save them. There's literally nothing we can do. Between the BBL injections, No Child Left Behind, the CIA, Nissan Altimas, all these women randomly becoming real estate agents, we're literally outnumbered. There isn't anything we can do to stop this run. You literally have to allow them to crash out on their own. And I can assure you, if you ever try to talk any sense into them, they will sassy, clock it, and period your ass to. It's not worth the fight. Gotta keep the change.
You know, I feel like some of these ladies, there was a clip where the woman was she was doing that little, on a scale of 1 to 10 or a scale of 1 to 5, how delusional are you? Is there any kind of hope that you'll find your man? And she went in, she put in her numbers, and think on a scale of 1 to 5, she was like a 4 out of 5, basically, that you're delusional. So you're basically you're 80% delusional. And I think some of those ladies, they're so pretty that they're going to find a man. And I think they could probably find a man that they're looking for. I think a lot of times what gets in their way is them actually fumbling the man that they want. Right? So they might cycle through the Chads and the Tyrones. If you're smart, you'll recognize Chad and Tyrone and say, no, you're about to ruin my chances of finding a good man that looks like you. You look like a good man, but with the way you're moving, I can see that you only want me for my body. So, thank you, but no thank you for the drink. I don't want to put myself in that position. And then you keep on doing that and you keep on looking for your man, you're going to find that opportunity. But what happens a lot of times is that you have, even if the woman is not a 10, the woman might be a 6 or a 7, but she's demanding Chad and Tyrone. She might actually, if she continues to stay consistent, push those men away, and a good man comes up to her like she wants, and that's the man. And she can take that opportunity. But like I said, a lot of times before they get to that opportunity, and it might take you 10, 20 men to find that one that you're looking for. But before they get to that opportunity, they beat and slept with Chad and Tyrone, Chad and Tyrone's friends, and they beat and run their body count up to like 20. And so whatever opportunity that you had, you beat and ruined it.
I've never encountered a guy, or at least entertained someone, who has sat there and asked me, what do you bring to the table? No masculine man asked that question.
Why would that be a hit to masculinity?
It would be a hit to masculinity.
Why?
because you know that a woman is there to compliment you, and she's an asset to you.
Doesn't sound like you're an asset. Sounds like you just cost $10,000 a month. But when we're asking what you bring to the table, you're like, well, I'm a good human being. That's what you're saying. It's like, okay, but he's a good human being and he's spending $10,000 a month. So when you're asking, what do you bring to the table? Since it's strictly a materialist worldview that you have, there's only a material mindset here. The material mindset is, well, it's expected that I provide a material dinner and I clean the house, and these are all material things. The expectation from him is that he provides material with way harder, right? $5,000, $10,000 in order to complement things that you desire, right? So they ask really, they're asking, what do you bring to the table? Saying, what do you complement that he desires?
Unfortunately, most men just kind of want a trophy, and I think that's the most material thing ever.
That's it?
I'm not bringing in my purse but lip gloss.
And that right there, young lady, is one of the dumbest things you can ever do. Okay? I'm a whole man. And my parents told me you don't go on a date with nobody unless you got some money in your pocket. You don't even leave the house without some money in your pocket. Now, this is where you get one of those videos of, so you ain't gonna pay for the meal because I ain't getting you none. See, you setting yourself up for failure right then, right there. Now, being real, if he paid for the whole meal, there's nothing wrong with you just doing the tip. But I'm saying, ain't nothing wrong with it. But at the same time, for you to sit here and say, oh, I ain't coming in with nothing but lip gloss in my pocketbook. Mama, that mean you ain't got money to go get you a cab or Uber, nothing. You can't even get yourself out of a situation if it get dangerous. I'm gonna need you to rethink this. Geez, what kind of parents y'all have?
So you're saying people only have a problem with me not being allowed to do certain things by my husband unless it's something that's obviously beneficial. Like if I say I'm not allowed to open my own doors because my husband is going to open my doors for me, people will be like, oh my gosh, that's so sweet. If I say my husband doesn't allow me to go to the gas station at night at 11 p.m. to pump gas, I should have gotten it earlier in the day or wait till the next morning or have him come and pump my gas at night. People are like, well, yeah, duh, that's obvious. However, if I say my husband won't allow me to go to the gym wearing up the butt scrunch leggings and a sports bra, people are like, why would you let him tell you what to do? Truth of the matter, it's not the word allow that people are offended by. It's my husband won't allow me to. It's the husband part. They don't see their husbands as authorities. Usually they don't have a husband, but they don't see husbands in general as authority over their wife or leader, protector, provider, none of that.
My opinion, men don't require that much. If a woman requires the same thing.
Wait, which is not that much?
It should be even because I require a lot. I expect my dude to require a lot too. I can't put into that with basic. You gotta require a lot because I require a lot as well.
You want a man that has the option to get other that turn you on.
Why would you want a guy that don't get no?
Then you're gonna be upset when he entertained them other too, right?
No.
Y'all want the that's handsome that could get all the, but you don't want him to actually choose the other. That's what you're saying.
You don't want a man that no girl looks at. Why the do I want you if nobody else wants you?
Because he got other qualities that is successful for a long-term relationship.
Back to y'all top 3. He ain't passed the fitness check or the feminine check or the friendly check.
I'm pretty sure you don't care if you fit or not if you got that bag.
No, them niggas be ugly sometimes.
So you will settle, you will lower your standards in the attractive area because he has money.
I just got home from a date and I have a new ick unlocked. It's when you go to a restaurant with a valet and you guys both drive. He doesn't valet his car, which is fine if he parks nearby, but he parks like 2-3 blocks away. And then you get your car and you're driving back home. You pass him still like 2-3 blocks from his car. Something about that is just very, I don't know, it's disheartening. It's very unappealing. You're gonna walk like 4 blocks to this date? Like, and I love it, Little John on the streets as much as anybody else, but come on, dude.
Okay. Honey, who gives a freaking lick? Who gives a freaking lick where he parked his car on the date? Oh my God. Do you see what they're doing? They're lining up the icks. Do you remember that girl we covered where she was like, his shoes were just this color? I mean, they will say anything now.
You know why I don't engage in that 50-50 conversation that y'all love to have on here? Because I have seen way too many of my clients make 50-50 work. Matter of fact, I've seen way too many of my clients get the mindset of 50-50 and become happier in their relationship. And for those of you who are new here, I'm a certified life coach, been practicing for close to a decade. I specialize in love and relationships, self-development, and finances. I have worked with dozens of couples in my career, and something I can tell you is people have to do what works for them. Because I've also seen the flip end where the man is a provider and that works for them. That's the way that both parties are the happiest. Now, the reality is that most households actually are 50-50 in the United States. You can look it up. I'm not pulling this out my ass. Because the reality also is that one person's income cannot typically take care of an entire household. Not today. Not with inflation. Not with the economy where it is. Especially if you have a black household, because we know that we make incrementally less on average. A lot of y'all have let social media and society determine what is going to work for you. You as a woman make $30,000 a year. What makes you think that you are going to find a man that makes $100,000? And not to say that men care about income, because I honestly don't think men really care about how much money a woman makes. Like, that's not the facet they're looking for when they're looking for a partner. However, a $30,000 income is likely not going to be in the same room as a $200,000 income. Unless you want some pretty woman type stuff, right? Because it can happen, but it's unlikely. So y'all don't live in reality. Okay? If you make $30,000, $40,000 a year, you likely are going to track a $30,000, $40,000 man. And on the flip end, fellas, for those of you who think a man is not out there providing or can't afford to provide, there are plenty of men out there who are definitely taking care of the entire household. And I'm not just talking about paying the bills in the house. I'm talking about he's paying for the vacations. I'm talking about he's paying for hair and nails. I'm talking about he's paying for clothes and other expenses. And he's doing so happily because he's seen a smile on his wife's face, and he goes to work and he makes sure he does those things so he can have that. The keys to a happy and successful relationship falls into a variety of ranges, right? But the two things I can say for sure you have to focus on is living in reality when choosing a partner, as well as finding someone who wants the same things as you. I promise you that you could work the rest out. Stay safe.
Well, if they wanted to, they would. Shut up, okay? Oversimplification is disgusting. Quite literally, it is not all about you. Everyone has their own life, their own problems, and their own priorities. Okay? Don't allow social media to let you forget that you are not the only person walking on this planet.
Here we go again. This woman texts this dude. She was like, "Why you dissed me yesterday? How come you didn't want to stay over?" The guy responds back, concerned. The woman responds, "About what?" The guy responds back, "You cool, but you had an odor and it turned me off completely, and I didn't want to upset you by saying something." The woman responds back, "You saying I stank? I showered before you picked me up, so that's impossible, and you could have been smelling your upper lip." Lady, why you over here trying to put that off on him? You really could have been musty. The guy responds back with a laughing emoji. Then he continues, "See, you attacking me crazy right now. That's why I didn't want to say it last night. I know what I smell. I grew up with all sisters. It ain't that deep." It is for her. There's more. The woman continues, You don't know me to speak on my body. You a perv. And I know I don't stink. You probably couldn't get it up, and you're using me as a cop-out. Yuck. Lady. All right, woman, now you doing too much. You can't call somebody a perv just because they smelled an odor that came from your nether regions. That's not how it works. The guy continues, "So you mad at me for being honest? I like you, and I'm just telling you that's why I stopped at Walgreens and grabbed the Vit Smell Goods. When I had my heat on, the odor was the strongest. Please stop attacking me, lady." Woman continues, "You should have bought some smell good for you and some gum for your breath was really strong. And that's me being real with you." That ain't you being real. If you really felt that way, you wouldn't have been trying to get this man to come over your house. We ain't stupid. Let's continue. The man responds back, "Sheesh, you mad at me?" "Just shower and we can make this work. Stop attacking me." Man, you know well. You know well, we would give women chances that they would never give us. So you telling her to shower and we can make this work? That ain't gonna work. The woman continues. She says, this conversation that you, I never want to see you again. The guy responds back, I completely understand, but make sure you watch yourself better next time. The next man might not be so nice. The woman continues driving, and the man responds back, all last night.
And on the podcast, I think Andrew was going back and forth with a young lady. I think she's pretty, but she's clueless. And you can see, I think she was wearing like something blue and had her hair done all cute and stuff. And the way she presents herself is indicative of how she really thinks. Well, honestly, I think a lot of men want a trophy. Instead of thinking, why don't you just ask? Why don't you just have a conversation? And you would know for sure. Instead of guessing, why don't you just ask? That's why y'all are getting it wrong. That's why you're finding, if he's not masculine, if he did this and that. Y'all are saying what masculinity is, and you're guessing based on your faulty and your flawed observation. And I would even go as far to say, maybe your observation would be better if you were to just take emotion out of it and purely observe what's happening. But y'all put what y'all want into the based on what I've seen on TV, based on what I want, based on what I've read in a book, based on me talking to my girls and what we all want. This is what a masculine man is, and this is what they want. Instead of sitting down at one of these dates and having a conversation and saying, see, I thought it'd be the same thing if you go to a restaurant and I've been hearing all these things about this restaurant, and then you go to the restaurant and you're like, man, it's nothing. Well, this is the same, that's the same, but all of these other things over here, it's nothing like what they said. Wow, I'm glad I came because now I know. And now you have your own experience. Modern women don't do that. They think, this is right, TV's right, a talk show is right. They ask everybody else but the man what it actually is. And when they actually find a man that knocks them back and says, no, this is actually what I want, they're stunned. And instead of being stunned and saying, you know what, it's time for me to adjust my expectations, they say, you know what, that's not a real man. He looks good, he's nice, but not a real man. That's not the man that I want. And they fool around and move on from him and fumble that good man because they don't know what the heck they're talking about.
They broke up in June 2022 after about a year and a half together, and it was a lot of support behind this relationship.
What a time that was, man. What a time.
It was like the new black love. Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey was the next big couple that the community wanted to see to come together. But all things eventually come to an end. And afterwards, Michael B. Jordan took a lot of heat from Lori Harvey's fans, Lori Harvey herself, Lori Harvey's mom, a lot of cryptic posts being put out there. And again, when you're a successful black man like Michael B. Jordan, you're not allowed to be petty. Like, just think about it. Whenever Tia Mowry is dissing Corey Hardrick or talking about she's not going back to a situation that doesn't serve her, you think that Corey Hardrick isn't upset? You think that he doesn't want to say anything back? But you want to know what? He can't say anything back because it looks very immature.
Right.
And you look like a man that is a misogynist. Woo! So you, unfortunately, as a black man, especially if you have any substance, you gotta take it on the chin. And it hurts when you take it on the chin. People are out making fun of you, saying whatever they want to say. And if you're the average black man, you got to get up there, put your clothes on every day, cry yourself to sleep, get to work and try to rebuild your life while your ex-wife or ex-girlfriend for whatever reason, is going on and doing her thing.
Shitting on
And
her.
that's exactly what happened when Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey broke up. He was just like us, putting it all back together. But while Michael B. Jordan was being silent and just working on his craft, Lori Harvey was still running her mouth.
So figuring out what your non-negotiables are, never waver on them. And if also just not being afraid to walk away from something that is not fulfilling you, making you happy, you know, serving you, bringing out the best in you, being able to walk away from that and be like, okay, this isn't for me, and let me move on.
The fact that Lori Harvey was the woman who most women looked up to for dating advice simply because she got ran through by high net worth individuals, like that was some type of accomplishment, and came out on the other side with nothing but a bad reputation and bitterness is beyond me.
And not feeling any shame about that. I feel like as women, they try to shame us into, you have to stay with this one person, or no, because what are people going to think? F what people think. It's your life, and you have to be happy, and you have to be fulfilled with that at the end of the day. So whatever that looks like, go do that.
Excuse me, do you have a dream?
Oh my.
Do you know who I am?
I do.
Take the mic. Have you got a dream? Tell the camera your dream like Friday.
I do have a dream, but can I tell you also what my boyfriend's dream is?
Sure.
So my boyfriend is a music producer. His name on SoundCloud is Atom, and he produces literally every single day. He works so hard on it. And
By the way, he's so lucky to have you as a partner. You are fighting for his dream. You're sharing your...
I am.
But you're equally fighting for his dream. We'll ring him right now. I want to tell him how lucky he is.
Oh, hello? Who's that?
Hey, is that Toby? Toby, this is Simon Squibb. I hear you've got a dream.
Yes.
What is it, mate?
I want to make music and I want to be a DJ.
Alright, so first of all, start saying, I do make music and I am a DJ. Just say that out loud.
I do make music and I am a DJ.
Exactly, mate. And I'd like you to make a bit of music that I can share with my audience. So make a song, stick it up on stories, tag me and I'll share it. And by the way, you've already won the lottery. You have no excuse for not making your dream a reality. You know why?
Why?
You have the best partner in the world. Your partner just wants to fight for you. Do you know how lucky you are? That is very, very special. The only reason I'm successful today was because my partner in life has been fighting for me as much as I've been fighting for myself. And that's what she just did.
Y'all really want me to allow a man to come and live with me in this house that I own, and sleep in my bed and sleep in my room and be around me? I don't think so.
This bedroom that I've created, that is so serene, that is calm, soothing, gorgeous, nothing out of place. You're telling me that I'm supposed to let a man come and live in here? That they're gonna put all their stuff in here? Oh no.
You see, the problem though is you have no issues going and living with a man who has something like that or even nicer than that. You would gladly pack your fucking bags and move in with a man who is living way better than that. And you think that they should just accept you coming in there and putting your in their place, but you can't do that for a man? Y'all are so one-sided, it's ridiculous.
Number one is that you need to be making at least $130K a year. And you need to have at least 2 side hustles. If you cannot make $130K or more, then you are out of my league. How do you expect to give me money for my kids if you only make $50K a year? You have to have at least 3 cars under your name. Your second car has to have 8 seats because I have 3 kids. Oh, I want them to be comfortable whenever we go with you on a trip or something. You want me to come with you? I'm gonna bring my kids, and you need to have enough space for my kids. So that's why I require you to have an SUV and a vehicle of your own if you're gonna be dating me. Another requirement is that you have to have a property under your name, and you have to be looking into getting your second property. Have to get a home that has 6 rooms because Each of my kids have to be in their own room.
I really wish I wasn't the first one to say this, but this is delusional. This is exactly what men are talking about when they want to know what a woman brings to the table. Because what does this woman bring except for financial burden? But not only that, but it is very clear that she will be an emotional burden because she is labeling these things as expectations. She expects all of them. They are requirements. Because even if she met a man and got into a relationship with someone that was willing to give her all of these things, which we all know she won't, he would not be appreciated. He would have to continue to do these things over and over and over again. And then once he finally broke, guess who's taking half of his stuff? This is why in today's day and age, no man is going to settle for this.
How tall are you?
5'1".
What's the minimum height that you would date in a guy?
5'10". Minimum height.
How tall are you?
5'9".
What's the minimum height that you would date?
6'4". I gotta get my kids right.
How tall are you?
5'6".
What's the minimum height that you would date?
6 foot. I like me a good height difference.
How tall are you?
5'7".
What's the minimum height that you would date?
6'2". I just like a guy who's taller than me.
How tall are you?
5'4".
What's the minimum height that you would date?
5'10". That's a good distance from my height.
How tall are you?
5'7".
What's the minimum height that you would date?
6 foot. I want you to be taller than me when I'm wearing heels.
How tall are you?
5'4"-ish.
What's the minimum height that you would date?
6 foot. Cause why not?
How tall are you?
5'2".
What's the minimum height that you would date?
5'10". I would never date a short guy.
How tall are you?
5'1".
What's the minimum height that you would date?
5'10". I just can't do a short guy.
How tall are you?
5'4".
What's the minimum height that you would date?
5'11". That's a good height.
How tall are you?
5'2".
What's the minimum height that you would date?
5'11". I don't want no short man.
How tall are you?
5'3".
What's the minimum height that you would date?
6 foot. Cause I don't want nobody short.
How tall are you?
5'2".
What's the minimum height that you would date?
6 feet. You have to be taller than me. 5'5".
What's the minimum height that you would date?
6 feet. Cause it's a good height.
How tall are you?
4'10".
What's the minimum height that you would date?
Here, but preferably around here. I'm already short. I don't want my kids to be short too.
When you're about to do squats, but a creep behind you is staring, visibly uncomfortable. You ain't got no business being uncomfortable because somebody's staring at you when you're dressed like that. You're at the gym, for God's sake. Why is your ass more than half of your outside for everybody else to see? And then you're gonna say you're uncomfortable because people are looking at the that you failed to cover up. Maybe not failing to cover it up, but more so purposely not covering it up. Y'all women, you go out, you seek attention, and the moment you start getting the attention, it's a problem. Now these guys who are looking at you are creeps. I never understood why y'all are at the gym looking like that anyway. Because you're there to work out. You're not there to show and show tits. And I also don't understand how y'all are even allowed in the gym looking like that. If anything, y'all are in there making everybody else uncomfortable.
Just listening to the Lori Harvey situation, I'm not 100% sure what she's doing nowadays. I had to look up and see what it is that she has going on. And even at that, I looked at her follower account on IG, or her however many followers she has. She has a pretty good number, I'd say, probably close to 5 million. So that's a lot of followers. Then I went and looked at Michael B. Jordan, and I think he had somewhere around 25 million. So having that many followers, 25 million, that's 4 or 5 times the amount of followers. And people are saying that Michael B. Jordan fumbled Lori Harvey, which is a crazy statement, right? Because, and this is what usually happens, because Lori Harvey is pretty, then they automatically think that Michael B. Jordan is losing out. This man, before then and since then, this man has made good movies. and I'm talking about, that was kind of good movie. I'm talking about breakout movies. I'm talking about fantastic movies. And once again, and this, Lori Harvey is just a famous modern woman. That's all she is. That's what they think. Because I'm pretty, that's all I need to bring to the table. But Michael B. Jordan, as we can see, his value is, and not to say that she ain't out there doing her thing either, but too many times we sit up here and talk about how the men, because she's so pretty, they didn't fumbled. He didn't fumble. None of these men are fumbling at all. Michael B. Jordan, like I said, before her and after her, is still doing his thing. And I would even argue he took his game to another level even after that, and just swung for the fences, home run. Cannot be stopped, because men are going to go ahead and do what they were going to do in the first place. I just thought, we were going to have a little something, and it didn't work out. And that's why I say you can see Michael B. Jordan and the things that he's doing even after he broke up with her. But Lori Harvey, I know she's still posting, and she's posting pretty regularly, but Michael B. Jordan, I don't see a whole lot going on other than what he had going on a few months ago. He had something going on a few months ago. But I don't, well, yeah, I see it now. He just posted something a few weeks ago, actually, on July. Yeah. I don't know, man. I feel like they're both doing their thing, but at some point in time, if she was smart, she would have just taken the out and been like, well, I'm just going to be with this man right here. He looks good. And she would have taken whatever she had going on to the next level. I think this is Steve Harvey's daughter, I want to say. I'm not 100% sure because I haven't been keeping up with it. But I think this is Steve Harvey's daughter. Like I said, she's already doing her thing right now. She could have taken that to a whole nother level. Being with Michael B. Jordan, no doubt, his celebrity and fame brought her some followers, right? But you could have taken that, the brand deals and all of the stuff that he had going on. Who knows what you'd have been doing? Who knows what you'd have been the face of? Like I said, you can do whatever you want to do, but that's what a partnership is about. That's what it's about. Who knows what you could have been doing? And you could have been helping him as well. Who knows what movie you could have starred in? He might have put you in the new movie Sinners. And that would have taken, I had always wanted to act. And so you skip the line and you go into a movie that was box office. Who knows what you could have been doing? But modern women don't think like that. They think I can do it all. I don't need nobody.